What was the total number of goals scored at the UEFA Euro 2020 football tournament held in June and July 2021? What's the total number of goals scored in that tournament? Write me down an estimate for what you think the answer might be, and I'll take the average for both teams. Have a little go at home as well. Play two of you if you wish, or by yourself. OK, everyone is in. Carol, any idea on this, or was this a stab in the dark?
Total stab in the dark. I know nothing about football, and so I'm just trying to work out 2 months of goals. The average game is probably 3 or 4 maximum.
Yeah, 8 or 9 if it's Fulham, but yeah. 68. Doesn't sound insane.
Thank you.
Joe, up or down from 68?
Up.
Up. For a good reason?
I started reasoning it because I watched the whole tournament and I was thinking about, I think there's 64 games, 2 goals, so I went. And then I stopped thinking because it was hard and wrong.
Thinking is hard, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I can do about 12 seconds and then I'm like, come on, everyone, come on, brain. 102, says Joe. So your average is 85 goals, is your answer. Richie, what were you thinking?
I can't remember any high-scoring matches at the Euro, so I've gone for 70.
70, very close.
Similar to Carol.
Very close to Carol. Babatunde, you've got a look on your face of a man who's gone higher than 70.
Oh, yeah, definitely gone higher than 70. So I've just gone, like, the first answer that popped in my head, which was 112.
112. Oh, how about this for close? How about this? So your average is 91. Ooh. Very close. Let's take a look, shall we? How many goals were scored and which team has scored a point? 142. How about that? Babatunde and Richie get themselves a point. He's in the game.
Yeah. The game.
Yeah. You're off the mark.
This is the first point I'm probably going to have, so I'm celebrating. You know what I'm saying?
And you were closest individually as well, Babatunde. Very well done. The tennis player who in 2021 became the first qualifier in the Open era to win a Grand Slam title is Emma who? Yes, Rachel.
Raducanu.
Raducanu is the right answer. Kimberly, for the point, spell Raducanu, please.
R. A. D. A.
Not,
we steal?
I'm afraid you can't steal. Is it you?
Yeah.
Raducanu.
Raducanu. Let's take a look.
Raducanu.
R-A-D-U-C... A-N-U. Raducanu. Well done if you got that right at home. Next question. What is the surname of the Czech-born American tennis player who won 9 Wimbledon singles titles between 1978 and 1990? Yes, Kay.
Martina Navratilova.
So Navratilova?
Wow.
Is correct. Okay.
Yes, Navratilova.
We've done Guernsey. Can we do Navratilova?
N-A-V-R-A-T-O.
So close.
It's I.
I-L-O-V-A.
Oh, no.
So close. Unlucky. No points there. Navratilova.
That was the one that was going to be tricky.
You knew when you were buzzing in there, though, Kay, that was going to come on. The world's oldest football club, Sheffield FC, is founded. When was the world's oldest football club founded? That's soccer club, Kimberly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go. Sean, what are you thinking?
I know my team, Tottenham Hotspur, I think it was of 1890-something, and I think it was one of the earlier ones, and I think this is 1888.
1888, says Sean. OK,
I think,
1888.
with no confidence.
Kimberly, what are you saying? Uh-oh.
Well, I started in the 40s.
All right.
Literally have no idea, but just trying to lean on my partner's knowledge and just went for 1977.
1977. OK, interesting. That's interesting to a lot of British football fans. That's perfect. All right, listen, we'll get on to something that's non-soccer related in a moment.
Awesome.
Louise, what are you saying?
I mean, pretty much on the same sort of thing as Sean, thinking it's going to be earlier than 19 anything. I went for a very kind of similar date, actually.
1872, says Louise.
No particular reason why.
Chris, any thinking here?
Well, that's my answer, and it was just 1900, and it's pre that, shave a few years off and hope for the best.
So you have gone for
1892.
1892, says Chris. So let's find out. What do you think at home on this one? When was Sheffield FC formed and who scored a point? 1857. Louise, you're closest. Well done. 1857. How many games did Wayne Rooney play for Manchester United? Where would you go with that? How many games did Wayne Rooney play for Manchester United? OK, everyone is in. What do you reckon at home on this one? Jamali, what was your thinking and what's your answer?
See, what I wrote 2000. See, I know it's more than 2000, but I was hoping Jodie went really, really high and then we would average it out. Do you know what I'm saying now?
I hear what you're saying, yeah.
So I think it's more than 2000, but I thought it would average out, so I went 2000.
So you've gone 2000. Jodie, you gone up or down from 2000?
I've gone slightly lower.
OK.
650.
650, OK. Your average, Jodie and Jamali, is 1,325. Susie, what was your thinking here?
Well, I feel like I've gone a little too on the conservative side with 180.
180.
I wasn't sure. I was thinking like 6 years, maybe 7.
Hugh, up or down from 180?
I've gone for 511, just 10 years, 50 games a year, but neither of those things is probably close to being right.
So your average, Susie and Hugh, is 345 and a half.
That was the one when he was sent off.
Yeah, exactly. What have you got at home? Where are you closest to? We got 1,300 or we got 345. How many games did Wayne Rooney play for Man United and who has got the point? 559. Susie and Hugh get the point.
Close.
Jodie and Hugh both very close to that one, but well played, Susie and Hugh. 13 years he was there for, Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, no.
Just so close to that 2000.
Yeah.
It was
Just a couple of games off.
Yeah, it was touching just the 2000.
Yeah. Can you find this? The home stadium of the football club Lech Poznan. Where do Lech Poznan play? You know this one at home? Football fans? OK, everyone's in. Roger, any idea with this one?
No idea. But I'm thinking Czechoslovakia, around there.
Let's take a look. Actually in Poland there.
Oh, I meant Poland.
There you go. Yeah. Great. Oh, well done.
Sounds more Polish, actually, doesn't it? Yeah.
Tiff, what was your thinking?
I thought sort of Eastern Blockish, and then I thought I'll go further east, so I'm up.
There you are. You're in Belarus. Sanjeev, do you know?
I did think Poland, but I had no idea where in Poland, so I've just hopefully picked... I know I picked Poland now, so yeah.
Yep. Poland, sort of Warsaw you are there. And Joe, what were you thinking?
Poland as well.
Poland.
I was thinking Lech Walesa.
Oh, yeah, of course. So it is in Poland. So, yeah, sorry. Sorry to break that to you. Imagine if it was in Belarus. Imagine how good you'd feel.
Yeah.
But who of the three of you has got the point? Who is closest of the three of you to Poznan?
Oh. I fluked it again.
It is an absolute dead heat between Joe and Roger, so you get a point each. Absolute dead heat. Well played, blimey. The capital of the country that won the men's rugby sevens event at the 2016 Olympics. So what country won that? So who's good at rugby, really? Everyone in? Everyone is locked in. What do you think about this one at home? Which country won the rugby sevens? Nick, we're going to start with you.
Well, I got confused with the map.
OK.
And then I saw Olympics, and I was like, I don't know. But then I saw rugby, and I assumed it was New Zealand.
OK.
So I've picked what I think is New Zealand, which is New Zealand, but I don't know.
Yep, absolutely right. You're in New Zealand. Nina, what were you thinking?
Same thing. I thought it was probably New Zealand. I'm not sure where the cities are.
OK.
The capitals.
See where Nina is. The other end of New Zealand. Toby.
I talked myself out of, because I know that I'm pretty sure Fiji are really weirdly good at rugby sevens, maybe not good at the 15s, but I panicked and played it safe and went back to New Zealand as well, so I've gone South Island of New Zealand.
Well, you'd rather be wrong but know you're in the right place
than
prove that you don't know where Fiji is.
Yeah, exactly what I did.
Athena, what are you thinking?
Same thing, and because I don't know where the capital is, I just went in the middle.
So we're all in New Zealand there. I'll tell you what, if New Zealand is the answer, I'll give you all a point. You know? Great. Who knows that? However, the answer isn't New Zealand.
It's Fiji, isn't it?
The answer is Fiji.
Oh!
So let's have a little look at where Fiji is, and then we'll see who is closest to Fiji.
I think it's Munich.
Very well done. There's Fiji. We knew it right from the start. We knew where the point was going. Goes to Nick Helm.
Yeah.
Well done, Nick.
It was bound to happen at some time, guys.
The home ground of the football club taken over by Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney in 2021. The two Hollywood stars took over a football club.
Oh, I know
Which football club and where is it?
Oh.
Everybody is in. Felicity, did you have any idea of this answer?
I have a feeling it's in Wales.
OK.
And I couldn't remember whether it was North Wales or South Wales, so I put North Wales. I mean, let's pray that I've got Wales in the right spot on the map.
That was very
After
bad
the
for your next
Lancashire
tour if you
comment.
haven't. Yeah, let's take a look at where Felicity is. Yeah, North Wales, absolutely. Joe, did you know this answer?
Not at all. No clue. What? It's football again. I have a cold sweats at football. I just don't know. I've gone for Hull.
Gone for Hull, OK.
Yep.
There you are, absolutely.
Pure guess.
Ugo.
I wanted to go one of two places. I wanted to go southeast or slightly northern, so I've ended up going northern. I don't know why, but that was my instinct.
Take a look.
Oh, look at us.
Manchester, pretty much.
Oh.
That's dead on Manchester. They play football there.
They love
That's
their
for
football
sure.
there.
Jenny.
I thought it was near us, so I thought Yorkshire way.
Yeah, you're pretty much exactly on York. So York, Hull, Manchester and kind of North Wales. Let's take a look at the answer, shall we? The answer is Wrexham. And Felicity,
Well
the closest there, absolutely right. North Wales, very well played. Very nicely done. Well done if you got that at home as well. The stadium where Manchester United completed the treble in 1999. Where was that? Do you know that one at home? I know Man United fans will remember. Everyone is in. What do you think at home on this one? Chloe, what was your thinking?
I don't remember it from originally, but I've watched lots of YouTube videos of it, but I can't remember where it was. But I have a feeling it might have been in Munich.
It's certainly against Munich, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was against Munich, but I don't know whether it was one of
sometimes
those.
It's in that. That's what I was trying to struggle with.
So I've gone somewhere in Germany.
OK. Yeah, Germany. Alex, do you remember the answer?
I don't, so I just took a wild guess and I went with Stamford Bridge.
Okie dokie. So, yep, in London. Martel, what were you thinking here?
I kept it in the ballpark of Manchester area.
Oh, OK.
I've gone for kind of Liverpool.
OK, so we've got essentially a sort of homish match. North-West. Matt, do you know this one?
I was watching the game. I was in Manchester. It wasn't in Manchester. My instinct was it was in Germany somewhere. And then I thought maybe it was in Barcelona, but I went for Germany.
Yeah, for Germany. Let's find out, shall we? Where did they complete the treble and who has scored a point? It was in Barcelona. Alex Beresford has got the point there. Alex is the closest. Well done.
I'll take that, guys.
With London. You'd
Well
take that
done.
every day of the week, wouldn't you? Yeah. The football stadium known as the Estadio Santiago Bernabéu. Where is that, please?
Oh, gosh.
Everyone's in. Rachel, do you know the answer to this?
I've gone for somewhere in Spain.
It sounds Spanish, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yep, northern Spain. Trevor, where is this place?
Well, I know it's landlocked, that's for sure.
OK.
Because it's in Madrid.
Madrid.
But where is Madrid? I've gone bang central Spain. Yeah, it feels...
Very central. So everyone's in Spain so far. Des, you in Spain?
Yep, Real Madrid. And so I've gone as near the centre as I could get.
Oh, how about that? Kimberly, did you know this one?
I had no idea. I guessed Spain, and I've gone just a little bit south of everyone.
So we're mid-Spain, northern Spain, southern Spain. Let's find out, shall we? Where is the Bernabéu? It's in Madrid, but where is that?
Oof.
Yeah, I'm going to give you both a point for that, gents, Trevor, and it would be a bit churlish. And mathematically, they could probably work out who was closest, but it would seem a little harsh. Absolutely, it's in Madrid. Very well played. How many matches did Muhammad Ali win during his professional boxing career? Fights, you could say. How many fights did he win? This is the sort of thing that some people at home will know the answer to. Feels like this will be a smaller number than 775,000. Everyone is in here. What do we think at home here? Chloe.
A real stab in the dark. Boxing, it's not even something that I know enough that I could make an educated guess, so this is just a real sort of shot in the dark. 147?
147. I don't think it's an insane answer.
Okay.
Matt, what are you saying?
I've gone for lower, just because I think boxers they have fewer matches because it's really hard.
Yeah, I have heard that from boxers.
You know what I mean?
It's really hard.
So I've gone for 28.
Oh, no. 28. So 28 says Matt. So your average is 87.5 fights for Ali. Martel, where are you on this?
Well, my non-educated guess, because I like watching boxing but don't know nothing about it. I was thinking, how long is your career going to span? Say 10 years. Mm-hmm. I suppose it is a lot to do 30 wins in a year.
In a year, yeah.
Yeah, so 300 is probably not right.
300, yes.
Did you? I know. Okay.
To be fair, you have an unbelievable answer for the last one. So, Alex, I'm assuming you've gone down from that?
OK, so I think me and Matt are kind of on the same lines here. I went with 29.
29, very much on the same lines. So your average is 164.5, so double-ish the previous one. So we got 87, we got 164. What do you think at home? Shall we find out how many fights did Ali win and who scored the point? Matthew and Chloe scored the point.
Well done.
56 was the answer. Very well played. 61 fights in all. Ali lost 5 times. Awarded for a foul outside the penalty area in football. And EastEnders pub burned down by Phil Mitchell. Yes, you.
Free kick, Old Vic.
It's incorrect, I'm afraid. Susie.
Free kick, Queen Vic.
It is, yeah, that's unlucky. Free kick. That was slightly too posh an answer, Hugh, for us, the Old Vic. Yeah. Free kick, Queen Vic. Next 2 questions. Japanese martial art that became an Olympic sport in 1964, and board game featuring Professor Plum and Mrs. Peacock. Yes, Nabil.
Judo Cluedo.
Judo Cluedo. What a lovely start to the week for Nabil.
Yes, Hajime.
There we go. Next question. Football game with 4 outfielders and a keeper, and Dr. Jekyll's fiendish counterpart. Toby.
5-a-side, Hyde.
5-a-side, Hyde. Well played, correct. 5-a-side and Mr. Hyde. Well done if you said that at home. Next question. Fingers on buzzers, everyone. 1933 film about a giant ape and table tennis. That is Jenny.
King Kong and Ping Pong.
King Kong Ping Pong? Absolutely right. Well done, Jenny. Next question. Gymnast Lewis Smith won 3 Olympic medals on this apparatus. And garden makeover show with Dimmock, Titchmarsh and Walsh. Yes, Amanda.
Pommel horse, garden force.
Oh, it's so close. Oh. It's not, I'm afraid. Stephen.
Pommel horse ground force.
Pommel horse ground force is the answer.
I'm going to get you a chopping board.
They call him the Thief.
Yeah, that should be my name.
Yeah, perfect. Unlucky, Amanda. I mean, that's very, very close. Next 2. Film about 2 runners at the 1924 Summer Olympics. And comedian who began presenting The Wheel in 2020. That is Carol.
Chariots of Fire, Michael McIntyre.
Chariots of Fire, Michael McIntyre. Well played, Carol Smiley. Absolutely right. Final question in this round. Brothers Grimm fairy tale about siblings who outsmart a witch. And Formula One World Drivers' Champion from 2010 to 2013. Yes, Tiff.
Hansel and Gretel and Sebastian Vettel.
Oh, Hansel and Gretel,
beautiful.
Sebastian Vettel.
Well done.
Beautiful. Well played, Tiff.
Nicely done.
What was adopted as the official state sport of Maryland in 1962? See, some of them you just know the answer to.
Yeah.
Was it jousting, baseball, making cookies, or rowing? So one of those is correct, the other three written by your opponents. What's your first reaction?
The obvious choice would be baseball, wouldn't it? But I'm thinking that's probably too obvious. Making cookies, you can't have that as a sport, cookie making.
They can't make baking into a competitive format, can they?
No, that'll never catch on.
Awful.
Who wants to watch
that?
Who
That
would
is
watch
such an awful concept.
God, that'll never catch on. It's between rowing and jousting, and I remember when I was filming in America, there was an awful lot of those kind of jousting tournaments that you could go to, and
They'd had like big feasts and
things. But is it really a state sport? I'm going to go jousting.
Have you won a point? Have you given a point away? What do you think at home? Agree, disagree with Amanda? Let's find out. Is the answer jousting? It is jousting. Well done. Well done. Baseball was Christelle. Making cookies?
Nick.
And rowing was Stephen. Ian, it is now your turn.
Right.
Who was the first recorded owner of a pair of football boots? Was it Reggie Barnes? Was it Freddie Albert? These are great already. Was it the Duke of Wellington? Or was it Henry VIII? Wow. That's a thinker, isn't it?
Henry VIII. I don't think football was around at that point. The Duke of Wellington, that doesn't sound likely. The other two, they both sound really plausible.
Yeah.
I think it's Freddie Albert.
I'm going to go Freddie Albert. Let's find out, has Ian scored a point at a crucial time or given one away? He's given one away. Interesting. What was the correct answer? Henry VIII. It's always Henry VIII, isn't it? Who wrote Freddie Albert? Who have you given a point to? Kelvin. Well played, Kelvin. Done. Reggie Barnes was Jen, and Duke of Wellington was Zoe. Felicity, a question for you. What is unusual about the football kit for the English football team Bedale AFC that was unveiled in July 2021?
I already know this one. I'm joking. I know it.
4 answers. One of them is correct. 3 of them are written by your opponents. It's sequined. They have collars on their shirt made from recyclable plastics, or it's see-through. Some good answers there.
This is my thinking.
Yeah.
That it's sequined and it's see-through sounds like contestants have just written an answer.
Gotcha.
They have collars on the shirt. I think it would be written as collared shirts.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to say made from recyclable plastics, only to find out it's sequined and it's see-through.
So you are going for made from recyclable plastics. What do you think at home? Agree? Disagree with Felicity? Has she just scored a point or given a point to an opponent? Is the answer made from recyclable plastics? It's not. What is the answer? It's see-through.
What?
Whoa. How about that?
Saucy.
What?
Yeah. So who have you given a point to?
No.
Here you go. Well played. Well played.
Cool, mate.
Of course, Mr.
Nicely done.
Sustainable.
It's sequined was written by Jenny, and they have collars on the shirts from Joe. And Joe, it is now your turn.
Wow.
Question for you with 4 answers.
Thank you.
In his music hall act, Britain's first Olympian, Launceston Elliot, lifted a bar with what on each end? OK. A bicycle and rider, anvils, brass handbells, or chimpanzee?
I don't think it's going to be brass handballs. I don't see any heavy ones there. He wouldn't have had time to look after a monkey. No chimpanzee there. So either anvils or bicycle and rider. Now, it's a musical act. And also, right, thinking about this, logically, if I'm a turn in, late 19th century and I'm on a horse and cart and I've got to carry my props about, I'm not going to carry 2 anvils with me.
Interesting.
So what I think he'd do, he'd get somebody out the audience to sit on a bike either side, take the bikes and get 2 punters out. That's what I think he'd do. So I'm going to go for a bicycle.
This is so up your street. If I was doing a turn, get a couple of punters out.
Yeah.
So you're going with bicycle and rider.
Yeah.
What do you think at home? What are you going with here? Is that the correct answer? Has Joe just scored a point? He has scored a point. Well played, Joe. Beautifully worked that as well. What a show Joe is having.
I'm loving it.
How about this?
I'm loving it.
Amazing
It's
stuff.
Oh,
the way to Points go.
Friday.
Double points, yeah, it's a good day to have a good day. Let's see who wrote the others. So anvils was Hugo, brass handbells, Jenny and chimpanzee was Felicity. The highest run scorer of all time in men's international cricket has scored how many test runs? That's the sort of thing that somebody at home will actually know the answer
My
to that.
dad will know that.
The
My dad's a
really?
massive cricket fan, and I bet he knows that, especially if it's somebody from the Windies.
Just waiting for Zoe. Zoe's got the most pressure on her here because she knows her dad is watching. What's your dad's name, Zoe?
Linton.
Hey, Linton. Fingers crossed. OK, Jen, any idea at all here, or was this a stab in the dark?
I don't watch cricket. I've got no idea. People get excited when you get 100, don't they?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming maybe they got 15 100s in their career at some point. So I've got...
1,500.
Is that... I have no idea if that is completely low or way too high.
I think it's quite low. I think it's quite low. But that's OK.
OK.
Kelvin, you gone up or down from that?
I've gone down from that. 575.
575. I think you were thinking about the best ever innings, maybe.
I was thinking the best ever innings, yes, so way off the mark.
Way down. OK, so your average is 1,037.5. Dr. Zoe and Linton, what are you thinking here?
Well, Linton, Dad, is going to be screaming at the TV because I think I've slightly misinterpreted the question as well. Test runs means just test matches, which is just international, isn't it? So I've gone way high, so I've come up with 40,000.
40,000, says Zoe. Ian, up or down from 40,000?
I've gone with 27,853.
Oh, that's very specific.
With amazing confidence.
Don't you think? Well, listen,
I've no idea.
Who knows?
I'm pretty sure it's Sachin Tendulkar.
I think it is Sachin Tendulkar, yeah.
I've got Sachin Tendulkar toothpaste.
Sachin Tendulkar toothpaste? What does it do? Does it do anything different?
I've got no test runs out of it.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't give you the runs. That's the, that's the thing. OK, so your average is 33,926.5. What do you think at home? I know some people at home will know the answer, or certainly know roughly where it is. Let's take a look. What is the highest run score of all time, and which team has won the points? 15,921. That is very close, isn't it? That was Sachin Tendulkar. So
I just needed another zero.
At just 14,000 out, you take the point there. That's very, very close, wasn't it? I mean, both terrible, but listen, it's not how, it's how many in this business, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dan Walker.
Yes.
2 points if you can get this. Highbrow question for you. Which speculative dystopian novel about the rise of a matriarchy won author Naomi Alderman the 2017 Women's Prize for Fiction? I'll move straight on to lowbrow?
Yeah.
Do you want to make up or do you want to make up the name of a dystopian novel?
No.
No.
No, I think that'll leave me in the terrible area, so let's move
more...
on. Let's go lowbrow.
Here's your lowbrow question. What is the nickname of world darts champion Phil Taylor?
He is Phil the Power Taylor.
The Power? Absolutely, the Power is the answer. Thought to derive from the Latin word for white, what is the earliest known name for the island of Great Britain?
Oh, well, that's interesting, isn't it? I will have heard of it.
Yeah.
I will have heard
of
it.
I think you will, yeah.
I'm just going to say, I don't know what the lowbrow question is. I'll just say Britann.
Britann?
Britann.
Let's take a look at your lowbrow question. The football clubs known as the Baggies and the Seagulls both have which word in their real names?
Caledonian? I don't know.
Is it Caledonian? Is incorrect. Anyone want to buzz in? Sarah Millican.
Is it Albion?
Oh. Albion.
How did I get a football question?
Oh, I didn't realise what it's
Albion is the answer, the oldest name for Britain. Albion.
Brilliant.
Now, we're going to guess Serena Williams' internet password, and we do that by answering her 2 password hints. OK? And the password hints are these. In which city did you win your first Olympic gold medal? And as of 2020, how many times have you won the US Open women's singles title?
This is so...
You will have 3 attempts at cracking this password.
Should we go with early 2000s for our first gold medal?
Yes. Athens sounds about right.
I'd go with that. That sounds good. US Open women's singles titles. I think it's so many.
Let's go 8.
Athens 8?
OK, so Athens 8, is that Serena Williams' password? It is not, and you have neither part right.
Oh, right, OK. This is going to be really brutal. OK. Beijing.
Oh, that's a good one to go for. And do you think it's... How many did we say last time? 6?
8.
We said 8.
Yeah, so should we go down 1, 7?
Beijing 7.
OK, we had Athens 8. Now we're going Beijing 7. Is that Serena Williams' password? It is not. You have neither part correct.
Right. Was London the first time that we had tennis in the Olympics?
Again, I think that's a solid guess. That's 2012, right?
Yeah, let's go London...
6?
6. London 6.
OK, London 6. Is that Serena Williams' password?
Unlucky.
It is not. In that last part, you got 1 part.
Oh!
You got 1 part right. Let's take a look. What is Serena Williams' password?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Wow. Sydney 6. Very well done. If you said that, yes. She won the doubles when she was 18.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Ivo, Maisie, we have some celebrities here. You need to guess their internet password.
Are you drawn to any particular one?
Let's not go with Mo Farah, because I think the good people at home might have heard enough discussion of when the Olympics were. So I think I'd like to do Charlotte Church, please. I think I've got 1 classical song, 1 pop song, and 1 former partner.
I don't know any songs.
Right.
Of hers.
Is it too late to go back to Mo Farah and have another lovely chat about when the
Well, I
Olympics
wonder if maybe their conferring might benefit us, because we've heard a lot of the options of the Olympics thrown out.
We'd like to go for Mo Farah.
Oh.
You're going to go Mo Farah. Let's take a look at the 2 password hints for Mo Farah's account. You appeared on the 2020 series of which reality television show? And how many gold medals did you win at the 2012 and 2016 Olympics combined?
God.
Great.
So, 2012, he won on Super Saturday, didn't he? He won the gold.
I think he won 3 at London.
OK.
1 at Rio.
Let's go 4 for combined.
And what
the
do
moment.
you think about the reality show? Did he go on I'm a Celebrity?
Oh, this is the 1 year I haven't watched it.
Ah.
Do you want to try I'm a Celebrity 4?
Yeah, let's go with I'm a Celebrity 4 then.
So, I'm a Celebrity 4? It's the right answer. Very well done.
Look at that.
Straight in.
Wow.
Unlocked. I know, that was so good.
He won 2 and 2 of the gold
Oh,
medals.
sorry.
So first time, I'm a Celebrity 4. Very well played. Well done if you got that at home. OK, we're going to guess David Beckham's internet password. And we do that by finding the answers to these 2 questions. These are his password hints. Which football club dedicated a statue to you in their Legends Plaza in 2019? And what number is also your daughter's middle name? So if you put those 2 answers together, you will get his password. You will have 3 attempts before you are locked out.
So his daughter's middle name is
Harper 7.
OK. So which football club dedicated a statue? Did you know who that is?
Is it when he was over in Los Angeles, is it? LA,
Because he was
LA
in
Galaxy.
LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy.
Should we try LA Galaxy? Did you say 7?
Yeah, LA Galaxy 7.
So you're going to go LA Galaxy 7 as your first guess? Let's take a look. Is David Beckham's password LA Galaxy 7? It is.
Wow. Kelvin,
Well
that was
done.
all you.
I can't help feeling Kelvin did a lot of the
He
heavy
did all of that. I had nothing to offer.
Very well played. First go. Nicely done. According to UEFA, how many metres did England's Kalvin Phillips run while playing during Euro 2020? Wow. OK. They keep stats for everything, and someone has worked out how many metres he ran during the entire tournament. But, I mean...
I would say, helping everyone, he played every game, didn't he?
Think so.
And he ran the most out of it, I think, any English player.
Yeah.
So
he covers a lot of ground.
Covers a lot of ground.
What do you think at home on this one? OK, everyone's in. Rachel, what was your thinking here?
I've been thinking about this too much, I think, because I was thinking, I wonder how long his legs are. Would that help?
Yeah. That feels like perhaps not where I would have started. But,
then I'm thinking, you know, I'm thinking about how I use my fitness tracker and stuff like that. Anyway, I've come to this conclusion. 135,000.
It's 135,000. Kimberly, up or down from that?
I don't...
Uh-oh.
There was no amount of low balling you could do that was going to save my average on this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you saying that's a low ball?
Yeah.
That he ran nearly 16 miles a game?
This is mad. The comma literally moved, so I've gone for 24 million.
Wow.
Because I was going to go for, like, I don't know, I was going to go for, like, 2,400, and then I thought 2,400, and then I thought, that's probably not very much, so maybe 240,000.
About 15,000 miles. There's 7 games, so you'd only have had to run 2,000 miles a game.
Maths is not my strong point.
So your average, 12 million metres. So
I mean, I think isn't that how far the moon is away or something?
it's not far off, yeah. Trevor, are you in the millions?
Well, I'm just saying, Kimberly and Rachel, thank you for the point. No matter what I display now, I think we've got this one in the... Hopefully...
Well, you know...
I'd love to see what Des has got. And if you lose this point...
I know. I think I've gone for 50,000.
Yeah.
Remember, they don't run non-stop. The game does stop over 90 minutes.
He runs a lot.
He runs a lot. 8,000 metres a game.
Yeah, well, you got for 7 games, you got 7,000. So that's 7k, 7 kilometres.
Yeah, possibly.
Des, what are we saying? Up or down?
I went for 80,000.
80,000.
Well, because I didn't know exactly how many games he played because, being Scottish, I don't really know what happens after the group stages. But I estimated doing a 10k for 7 games.
Yeah.
They did play Scotland. We ran them ragged when we beat England 0-0.
Absolutely thrashed us 0-0.
Thrashed you.
Yeah.
So I think, and there was some extra time in the games as well, so I've stuck an extra 10k on it.
Lovely. So your average, gents, is 65,000 metres. Let's take a look, shall we? So we've got 12 million and we've got 65,000. I'm not quite sure how to build a Jeopardy here, Kimberly. Who has won the point? Well, what have you said at home, firstly? Let's see if you can get close to this. How close are Trevor and Des? Who's won the point? 82,000.
Wow, well done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Des, I'm going to give you an extra point for that. That's very, very close indeed. An extra point to Des. Before the show, you filled in some clues, and now you've got to decipher the clues that your partner filled in, OK? And they're all something to do with sport. Joe, before the show, Tiff filled in 3 clues, and if you decipher them, they should lead you to a competition, so a sporting competition. Here's your first clue. It was formed in, according to Tiff, the late 80s. Its first ever goal was scored by, according to Tiff, some nice legs. And the surprise 2016 winners were, according to Tiff, Leicester. Which sporting competition is that?
The FA Cup.
It's not, I'm afraid. You know your football, Joe.
The League Cup.
It's not. We can't pass it across. But it was the Premier League, Tiff.
Premier League.
Premier League was the answer.
Sorry, I couldn't remember. Like, I feel like it was the early 90s.
Well, yeah, 92, 1992 it was.
Right.
And it was Leicester City, absolutely right.
I think when you said competition, I just thought it was a...
I thought there were such good clues, and I know you're a football fan. I thought we are absolutely clear here.
No, I'm really sorry.
That's all right.
Unlucky. Before the show, Roger, Sanjeev filled in some clues, and they should lead you to a venue, sporting venue. Okay, but which sporting venue is this? It is used by according to Sanjeev, the Knicks. According to Sanjeev, Frank Sinatra has held a residency there. And it is used as a venue for according to Sanjeev, Mike Tyson fight. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'd have a little guess at this one.
So it's the New York Knicks. So it's in New York. So it would be Madison Square Garden.
The Madison Square Garden, Sanjeev. Well played. Nicely done.
I feel like none of them are true, but are nearly true.
It was certainly true enough, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Been lots of residencies. Billy Joel had a residency there, for example. Used for all sorts of things, as you say, used by all sorts of teams and all sorts of things. Tiff, before the show, Joe filled in some clues. And these clues, I'm hoping, will lead you to an athlete. An athlete. But which athlete is this? She won gold at, according to Joe, Olympics 90s.
Like the question mark?
Yeah. In 2004, she reached the final of, according to Joe, Olympic running jumping.
OK.
And the athletics event she competed in was, according to Joe, being tall, beautiful.
So is it a heptathlete, if it's Olympic running and jumping? Tall and beautiful. Is it... Oh, I'm thinking... Oh, actually, 90s. I'm thinking maybe Dame Kelly Holmes or Denise Lewis. One of these, OK. Kelly Holmes, was she a heptathlete? OK. I should have... Last time I didn't go with my gut. Denise Lewis.
Is it Denise Lewis, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, well played. Well played.
Kelly Holmes doesn't do... She's a sprinter, isn't she? She's not a heptathlete.
Okay.
She's heptathlete.
No, she's 8 and 15.
Yeah,
she's not very tall either, is she?
No.
Very well done. She won gold at the Sydney Olympics, and she's a heptathlete. Very nicely done. Good clues as well.
Yeah, well done.
Sanjeev, before the show, Roger has filled in some clues. I mean, listen, he's a professional sportsman, for goodness sake. What could possibly go wrong here?
Could go wrong.
They will lead you to a sport.
OK.
It has been contested at, according to Roger, the Olympics. Thank you, Roger. It takes place on according to Roger Black, long mat. And its disciplines include, according to Roger, épée and foil. Nice.
It's got to be fencing.
Fencing?
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Well played, Roger. Well played, Sanjeev.
It could have been yoga up until the last...
Until the last one, couldn't it?
Who knows, one day.
Very well played, everyone there.
Yeah.
Normally, people are terrible at that round, but all four of you are rather good. Now, before the show, you all filled in some clues, and they were all to do with sport.
Oh, no.
Now, Aid, before the show, Beatty filled in some clues, and if you decipher those clues, they should lead you to person, sports person.
A sports person?
Yeah. But which sports person is Beatty hinting at here? Here are your clues. His nicknames include, according to Beatty, Big Guy.
Big Guy?
I'm sure
Big guy.
someone has called him that at some point.
He's known for playing, according to Beatty, basketball. And he has appeared in films such as, according to Beatty, not Space Jam. Interesting.
I'm hoping it's a basketball player.
I mean, listen.
Well, I say hoping. I don't know any basketball players, apart from the guy Jordan.
I think he's called Katie Price now, isn't he?
The man who sells shoes.
You're going to go for Mr. Jordan?
Yes.
Is it Michael Jordan, BT?
It's not Michael Jordan.
Oh.
He was in Space Jam.
Was he? Well, I don't know that either, you see.
Any clues
Can we
on
buzz
the
in?
team? No, there's no point.
Dennis Rodman? Think really tall.
They're
all really
They're all really tall.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal was
Big
the
guy.
answer.
Yeah.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's a big guy.
True.
And he does play basketball. He was in the Lego movie, Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, so fun.
Keema. Before the show, Angela filled in some clues.
Okay.
And they hopefully will lead you to an event, a sports event.
Oh, heck yeah.
But which sports event is...
That's easy, yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, good. Its opening ceremony is preceded by the, according to Angela, national anthem.
Love it.
A famous moment was the, according to Angela, rain in Manchester. It is nicknamed, according to Angela, British Empire Sports.
Great. Great. So it is giving me colonialism. It is giving me Commonwealth Games.
Commonwealth Games.
Yes.
There you go. Very well played, Angela. Well played, Kima. Point to you both. It's always preceded by the Queen's Baton Relay. It's always before the Commonwealth Games. Lots and lots of famous
think of a single
moments.
thing that happens in the Commonwealth Games.
It's nicknamed the Friendly Games. The Friendly Games. BT.
Yes,
Before the show, your father, it's the first time I've ever been able to say that, filled in some clues, and they hopefully will lead you to sports person again.
Sure.
Which sports person is this? She was born in, according to Aid, Great Britain, Scotland.
Okay.
In 2010, she became, according to Aid, peer of realm. You're allowed 3 words, that's why that's the unusual phrasing. They're peer of realm.
Okay.
And your final clue, her sport was, according to Aid, wheelchair racing.
Oh. Yeah.
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 Yeah, happy?
I can see her.
You got it?
I can see her in the House
Oh,
of
you can see
Lords.
her. Has she got a name tag in front of her?
The Sports Lord.
The Sports Lord.
The Revenge of the Sports Lord.
We think we're not going to get it?
No, her name's just completely vanished from my head.
Tanny Gray Thompson.
Tanny Gray Thompson. Absolutely. Born in Cardiff, funnily enough, but that is in Great Britain. Became a life peer in 2010, and yeah, absolutely, wheelchair athletics was her sport. Angela, before the show, Kima filled in some clues.
And I'm sorry.
And if you
But if
follow
it's still sport, I stand no chance.
If you follow them correctly, they will lead you to a sports venue.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, a sports venue, but which venue? The playing surface is, according to Kima, green and hard. Players must wear, according to Kima, skirts and visors.
You have to.
Got to. And it gained a what in 2009?
Yeah.
Protection from rain, says Kima.
Wimbledon. Or Wimbledon Centre Court, maybe.
Yeah. It's the main court at Wimbledon, absolutely. Some of them easier than others. Well done. Absolutely. Playing surface is grass, which is green and hard. Got to wear white clothing at Wimbledon and, yeah, gained a retractable roof. So here are your clues. Their anthem is originally from, according to Martin, Jerry the Pacemakers. That's the 3 words coming into effect there, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've won 6, according to Martin, FA Cups. And their famous fans include, according to Martin Lewis, Paul McCartney. Will, which team are we looking for here?
I think it could be Liverpool.
Is it Liverpool, Martin?
It is. I don't know if Paul McCartney is a fan. Thought it'd be pretty obvious.
I think it's the German. Is that You'll Never Walk Alone?
Yeah. You'll never walk alone. Host cities of the Summer Olympics, but which do not have an M in their names. From 1896 all the way up to 2021. BT, we will start with you. Just need a correct answer in that category.
London.
London. Oh, nice. It's correct. Aid.
Yep.
Athens.
Athens. Correct. Kima.
Rio.
Rio. Correct. Angela.
Sydney.
Sydney. Correct. We go back to BT.
Tokyo.
Tokyo. That's right. Aid.
Rome.
Rome. I think it might have an M in it, Aid.
Oh, Lord. Lord, I wasn't thinking about that. I'd forgotten about the other part of it. Well, my leg was hurting.
Yeah. Kima.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles is right. Well done. Angela.
Barcelona?
Barcelona. Absolutely. BT.
Berlin.
Berlin. You guys are good. Kima.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Nice. Angela.
Paris?
Paris.
I don't think it has. Oh, it has.
Absolutely. BT, there are only 5 remaining.
Oh.
Unbelievably. You've done incredibly well.
Wow. I'm going to say Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires?
No.
Not, I'm afraid. Unlucky. Good guess. Kima.
I'm gonna say Hong Kong.
Hong Kong? It doesn't have an M in it.
That sounds...
Incorrect. Angela gets herself a point. The 5 remaining were... Let's take a little look. Antwerp, Beijing, Helsinki.
Beijing.
And the other 2, Seoul and St. Louis. I'd like you to name any Summer Olympic sport which does not have an N in its title. So a sport rather than an event. So any Olympic sport, Maisie, we'll start with you, which does not have an N in its name.
Athletics.
Athletics? Correct. Dev?
Basketball.
Basketball? Correct. Yes, Ivo?
Football.
Football? Absolutely. Zoe?
Shooting. Oh!
Shooting?
What an absolute idiot!
So, Zoe, if you would sit down, please.
I mean, I completely shot myself in the foot
You
there.
did.
Oh.
So, Zoe, if you take a seat.
I'm just so ashamed. Don't look at me, anybody.
Maisie, we go back to you.
Volleyball.
Volleyball. Correct. Dev?
Hockey.
Hockey. Absolutely well played. Ivo?
Archery.
Archery. Arrow shooting, they normally call it.
Arrow shooting, I'd have said. Yeah.
Maisie?
Netball.
Netball.
Oh!
So sorry. If only you'd said etball. So, Maisie, if you would take a seat.
Worse than mine, Maisie.
Zoe.
Also, it's not an Olympic sport, but other than
Great.
that, it is
Great.
perfect.
I'm on fire today.
Dev and Ivo, just you standing. Dev.
Powerlifting.
Powerlifting.
Oh, no! Come on! I'll just sit down.
Yeah, I think so. Weightlifting we would have taken, but it has an N in it. So, Ivo, you got yourself a point. Well done, by default. Did you have any others up your sleeve?
I wasn't looking forward to this one, and I was going to go for a bit of fun dressage, but I think that's probably...
I think it's probably equestrianism, yeah. Well done at home if you said any of the following. All of these were still available. Baseball or softball, beach volleyball, golf.
Golf's in the Olympics.
Oh.
Judo, karate, rugby and water polo. There weren't that many.
Of course.
There weren't that many. Multiple major winners in men's singles open era, tennis till the end of 2020. That's any man who's won more than one Grand Slam tennis event up to 2020 without the letter I in their surname. Nick, we're starting with you.
Pete Sampras.
Pete Sampras?
And Hove.
Is correct. Well done. Nina.
John McEnroe.
John McEnroe? Absolutely. Toby.
Andy Murray.
Andy Murray. Well done. Athena.
Rafa Nadal.
Rafa Nadal? Absolutely right. Nick.
Becca.
I need both names.
Yeah.
Boris Becker having an I in it there. Unlucky. Nick. Nina.
I don't think I can remember any
No.
of those.
Shall we sit you down?
Yeah.
Nina sits down. Toby.
Bjorn Borg.
Bjorn Borg. Nicely done. Athena. You literally broke Athena's heart.
Sorry.
Federer. Roger Federer.
Roger Federer. Well played. Toby.
Joe Tsonga. I don't think that's... I think there's a Wilfred
Joe
in there.
Tsonga. There is a Wilfred in the middle.
Yeah, I think there is, and I don't think he's won
Yeah, he's not a multiple major
apart
winner
from that.
either. So, Athena, won yourself a point there. Well done. According to the latest global sports salary survey, what is the average weekly wage of a first-team footballer in the English Premier League? And that's in pounds. If only we had the former host of Football Focus here. And essentially,
That's why I left. My maths are so bad, they forced me out.
So what's the average weekly wage of a first-team footballer in the Premier League? Ricky, what's your answer?
I've gone for 70,000
Yeah.
a week on average.
It's about three and a half million a year, which, I mean, they get paid a lot.
Yeah, first-team player, I reckon about 70,000.
Dan?
I went for £76,000.
OK, very, very close. Even I can work out the average there. It's £73,000 a week, you're saying, is the average wage of a Premier League footballer, 73,000. Vicky, they seem quite confident on that. Where are you?
So I have gone for
£25,000 a week. There you go. Sally, up or down from 25,000?
I went down.
10,000.
£10,000
a week. And so your average, Sally and Vicky, is 17,500. So we've got 73,000, we've got 17,500. What do you think at home on this one? How much are they getting paid on average in the Premier League? What's the answer and who scored the point? £61,000 a week they're getting. £3 million a year. That's the average.
Oh, my
That's
word.
crazy, right? The average. Very well done if you got close to 60,000 there.